Debrah, Africa's most prolific social media magnate, publicist, and blogger, takes a tour in Atlanta,
Hi,
Georgia.
This is Ameyaw TV. We are in front of Mall of Georgia. Our president was here, and I had to pass through whilst I'm in Atlanta.
Hitting monumental spots across the city and suburbs. For him, these locations are in line with his trade and all the knowledge he seeks to enhance his career. Here, he intends to soak it in.
Alright guys, so I'm on the road or street where a lot of history about Martin Luther King is. His birthplace, rather his home, also where he was laid.
Coming up just ahead are the other engagements while in the city, including making his debut big screen move, one that is also fit for television. He has 24 hours, and while the clock turns, so must he.
In New York, for instance, you see them on the left, something on the left, something on the right, but the way things are put together, it's quite different from
open sky.
Yeah, and I like the Western Hotel. I hear the revolving restaurant up there as well. You remember I was in the Roma Revolver, and that was beautiful in Durban, but here in Atlanta there is one as well. So maybe next time I come, I'll go and eat there and see the view.
But the one thing to see is the memorial of Dr. and Mrs. Martin Luther King Jr. on Auburn Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the closest he's come to everything he's learned about this civil rights leader. Without knowing what to expect, he trails a voice that sounds familiar. It was like a live sermon from a preacher who knows his word. Suddenly, inside the very church where his father preached, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s starting point of greatness is now where Ameyaw Debrah would settle in briefly, just to live through yet another inspirational message.
We have known war. If we have acted from our denomination, we have been immersed. If we have Methodist from us, we have been capable, but we knew well.
There is so much to learn from this place, and up and off he goes in search for more. Like the hieroglyphics in ancient Egypt, these walls also have stories to tell. So the closer you get, the more you know. For Ameyaw Debrah, he must keep dreaming. Perhaps like Dr. King, his would come true one day. Coming up next is the Perpetual Flame and the Blue Waters.
Charlie, what a piece of history right there. The black movement, fight for, what should I say? I mean, it's been a long journey. So Trump, pay a visit here and then you change your mind some few times. Alright, so we are now going to his birth and burial site. Follow me, let's see how it looks like. It's right there. So this is where Dr. Martin Luther King and the wife were buried. Lots of powerful messages written all over. And, right, so I don't know what the symbolism is behind having the body and the pool around it, but it's quite significant. Very blue looking water, and right there where they were laid to peace Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and Corrector Scott King the White. Hey, so this is the perpetual flame, and it's been flaming and burning ever since this place was set up. So all in memory of a great man that was Martin Luther King. So I'm just coming from the birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King. He was born there, he grew up there, and a lot of history in there. It's now a museum where people can come and see how it was like growing up. Catch you on the flip side.
Ameyaw Debrah now travels to Stone Mountain, Georgia.